Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Corrie V and today we are going to be doing a 12-hour wear test of Quo Beauty Brow Defining Gel. Here in Canada, we have a huge pharmacy slash drugstore slash convenience store called Shoppers Drug Mart or Pharmaprix. And they've always had this brand, this house brand of makeup called Quo, Q-U-O. Maybe a year and a half, I want to say, they completely rebranded. And you could tell they were coming for Glossier in this rebrand. All the products look fresh and cool with minimalistic package, kind of that milk vibe. It definitely looks a lot younger, a lot fresher, and a lot more intriguing. So I also wonder if they're not going to slow down on their like seasonal releases now that they have like some really cool, interesting core products established. I feel like before Quo was kind of like ColourPop, where every season there was like a new release or something new to try, but at the same time they were a lot more expensive than ColourPop and oftentimes a lot crappier than ColourPop. So we'll see with these new formulations, new packaging, if it has kind of turned the brand around, and we'll see if it can become a staple now in the makeup bags of Canadian men and women. Two big staple Glossier products that they copied were the liquid cream gel blushes, the cloud, is it like the cloud blushes from Glossier? That one, they have very similar packaging and vibe going for their line, and the other one is the Glossier Boy Brow. I feel like this is probably directly inspired by that product. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, this is the Quo Beauty Brow Defining Gel. You get 3 milliliters of product and it retails for 14 Canadian dollars, which is what I purchased mine for. This is made in China. Shoppers Drug Mart is out of Toronto. And this product is cruelty-free, 100% vegan. Once it's open, you got about 8 months to use it up. I have the color dark brown, and this product comes in 6 different colors. The only one darker than dark brown is ash. Everything else is brighter than that, and they do have a clear as well. Here is what the applicator looks like. It's just that very tiny boy brow type vibe going on with the tiny little brush, which, as someone who has kind of thin eyebrows, I really like small brushes. Oftentimes, if you get like a thicker applicator, I feel like the product is going a lot on my forehead and not so much on the brow hairs. So as you can see, I've got a full face of makeup going except for my eyebrows. So let's remedy that right now. Now, normally I would fill in my brows with a pencil prior to going in with my brow gel, but because we're doing a full product review, today I'm going to test out just this brow gel alone, nothing else. So here are my brows in their natural state. As you can see, they're not too bad. I haven't gotten them professionally shaped for over a year now. Like, pandemic just like killed any eyebrow waxing experiences I used to have in my past or threading. So now I just kind of shape them on my own. Let's go ahead and just get this brow gel on. And as you can see, it definitely does deposit some color, kind of takes my brow hairs down to a deeper tone that definitely matches my hair a little bit better than they do naturally. And your girl's almost 36 now, so she does have a couple of grays in my eyebrows, and I feel like this is pretty good at covering up those gray hairs as well. And the brows are filled in. They definitely look a little bit darker. This brow always needs a little bit more help. I feel like I could definitely use a little bit of pencil for whatever is going on at the tail, but this brow is looking pretty darn good. I definitely think it's a light hold brow gel. Even when I was attempting to brush the front of my brows like straight up, it does like lift them, but they do kind of fall back into place right away. Not that this stuff claims to be a high hold. It definitely does claim to be a natural hold. They do feel incredibly lightweight. It doesn't really feel like I have anything waxy or anything in my brows, which I like. I do feel like some of the pigment can get a little bit clumped up, so I am gonna just go through with just a plain spoolie to hopefully break some of that up. Already looks a lot better. That's pretty much the last step of my makeup today. Now I'm gonna hop over to natural light, let you take a look at these bad boys in sunlight, and then I'm gonna check in about halfway through my 12-hour wear test, and then again at the end of the night. So I will check back in with you very soon. Here we go. All right, I am back at the end of the night, and let's take a close-up look at these brows. And honestly, I think they look more natural, more sort of like lived in and nice than they did maybe even after the first application, especially this brow, which is like my weaker brow. I think it's looking pretty good, especially from a distance. Overall, I think this Quo brow defining gel holds up all day. Again, my brows feel nice and natural feeling. They do feel like the tiniest bit stiff, but not like stiff. They're definitely like a flexible hold. When I run my fingers over my eyebrows, there's no transfer or anything, which is nice. I think for $14, this thing is probably going to outperform a lot of the other like bigger brands like the Maybellines, L'Oreal's, which for some reason, when I check them out in Canadian drugstores, they're like $15, $16, $17, $18. So for $14, I think this is definitely gonna be my new go-to. I think the color's perfect, the applicator, perfection. The price is just right. Really no complaints. I think it could be maybe a touch higher hold, but at the end of the day, like, I don't really care if my eyebrows are like completely vertical, as long as they are looking nice and like decently groomed, which this thing does easily. So I'm gonna give the Quo brow defining gel 5 out of 5. Really no complaints. If you're Canadian and you get a chance to try this, I would say try it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, and I hope this bodes well for the rest of the Quo products that I'm going to be trying out. So would I recommend this? Hell yeah, I would recommend it. Well, that is it for me this evening. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A huge shout out to my patrons who make these videos possible. Thank you for your ongoing support. Thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend who might find it helpful. You can also support me monetarily through YouTube or through Patreon, up to you. And with that, I will see you all in my next beauty video in a week. Bye.